Hey, you know how we always joke about Alberta wanting to separate? Well, it's no joke anymore. Things are getting real out west. Some Albertans are seriously talking about ditching the rest of us and going solo. Why? Well, it's complicated, but let's break it down. The main issue? Money, of course. Alberta feels like it's carrying the rest of Canada on its back. They've got the oil and gas, which brings in big bucks for the whole country. But they feel like they don't get their fair share back from Ottawa. Then there's the politics of it all. Albertans often feel like they're ignored in Ottawa. Their concerns about the energy sector, the environment, and their own economy, they feel like nobody's listening. So, you've got this sense of frustration building up. It's like that feeling you get when you lend your buddy 20 bucks, and they never pay you back, and then they give you a lecture about being irresponsible with money. Not cool, right? Now, it's not like the whole province is packing their bags and heading for the border. Most Albertans still believe in Canada, but there's a growing group that's fed up. They're tired of feeling like second-class citizens. They want more control over their own destiny. These folks look at places like Texas, which have a lot of autonomy within the United States. They think, hey, why can't we have that kind of deal? They argue that an independent Alberta would be free to develop its resources, set its own policies, and keep more of its own money. They're fired up, these folks. They hold rallies, they wave flags, and they make a lot of noise. They're a minority, sure, but they're a loud one, and they're getting harder to ignore. Premier Danielle Smith has even hinted at a potential national unity crisis, but even she knows that breaking up is hard to do. Here's the thing about separation, it's not as easy as just saying, see you later. Canada's constitution doesn't have a get-out-of-Confederation free card. Separating from Canada would be a legal and logistical nightmare. First of all, you'd need a clear majority of Albertans to vote for it in a referendum. Then, you'd have to negotiate with the rest of Canada on how to split up the assets and debts. And trust me, those talks would be about as much fun as a root canal. And then there are the Indigenous communities in Alberta. They have treaties with the Crown, not with some hypothetical Republic of Alberta. They'd have a lot to say about any talk of separation, and rightfully so. So yeah, separating from Canada would be a long, messy, and expensive process. It's not something to be taken lightly. So, is Alberta actually going to separate? Probably not anytime soon. But this whole debate is a wake-up call for the rest of Canada. It shows that there's a real rift in this country, a sense that we're not all in this together anymore. It's a sign that we need to start listening to each other, to understand each other's concerns, and to find ways to bridge the divide. We need to remember that Canada is a family, and like any family, we're going to have our disagreements. But we're strong.